It's Sunday morning. Welcome to Inside the Show. Starting off in the National League East, the Marlins got the best of the Phillies in Citizens Bank Park, 4-2. The Washington Nationals knocked out 12 hits as a team as they got the best of the visiting Mets, 7-3. The Colorado Rockies pounded out 17 hits in this one as they pulverized the Braves, 14-2. The Cubs had 12 hits as a team as they took a victory against the Brewers in Milwaukee, 7-5. The Cincinnati Reds combined to give up just 5 hits as they defeated the Pirates at PNC Park 5-3. The Arizona Diamondbacks grabbed 13 hits in the game as they got the win in extra innings over the Cardinals 8-6.
Daytime baseball from the home of the Phils since 2004, Citizens Bank Park in Philadelphia. Today, the third and final game in this 3-game series between the Miami Marlins and the Philadelphia Phillies. It's baseball, it's the show, and it comes your way next. Jake Arrieta starts the game on the mound for the third and final game of the series. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, Matt, coming on now to pitch is former NL Cy Young Award winner Jake Arrieta. Good fastball, 95-97. Great overhand curveball in the straight changeup. Former Cy Young Award winner. If he brings his A game, it's going to be a long night for the hitters.
Stepping in, Cameron Maven. And we are ready for some daytime baseball. Here comes the first pitch. Underway now in the Sunday finale as the first pitch today is taken for strike one. Oh, and 2 the count to Maven now. Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-2. Not an altogether bad afternoon for baseball. 54 degrees here at first pitch. And a fastball swung on and missed, and the leadoff man is gone to open up the ball game. And here's how the visiting Miami Marlins will line up in this one. Who's the one to watch, Dan?
Well, I really like what Justin Bour does for this team. He's hitting over .350 in road games coming into this one, and it just seems like he comes ready to play. Maybe he really likes sleeping in hotels, or maybe he thrives off taking it to the home crowd. But whatever it is, it's working this year.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Missed with a slider. Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Ed Drummond.
Yeah, Matty, we got a good one behind the dish today in Ed Drummond. Well liked by all people, pitchers, batters, managers. All you want as a player is the ability to talk to someone. And that's what Ed does. He gives you that chance.
Zero, you hit a nail right on the head. He has a real long fuse. He's not afraid to let a hitter or a pitcher, I'm not to say complain about a particular pitch, but he's not the guy that's going to get mad and throw somebody and give him the boot just because a guy doesn't like a pitch or a pitcher thinks that a pitch is a strike and they call it a ball.
Even count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. And he chased it in the dirt. And he makes the throw to first. Rojas is retired, 2 down now.
Well, you know you made a real nice pitch when you bounce it in the dirt and you still get the hitter to swing at it. That tells me that there's a lot of deception in that pitch right now.
In now, Justin Bohr. As he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there.
Can't imagine he comes back with a third breaking ball. That hitter looked like he timed that one up pretty well.
And the throw to first is there. The inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the Marlins. So now the Phillies offense will see what they can do. No score. Adam Conley gets the ball for Miami in this one. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, he wasn't particularly good in his last one. If you look at the line score, he only lasted 4 innings, took the loss. He'll really be hoping to turn in a much better performance in this one.
At the plate, Odubel Herrera. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Leading off for the Phillies, center fielder, Odubel Herrera.
First pitch on its way. Foul tip into the catcher's glove. It's strike 1. These Marlins, as they take the field this afternoon, they come in off a good victory last time out, but one that was just their second win in their last 8 tries.
Yeah, Matty, this team's starting to really come together. They won last night. They're playing really nice. I expect much more of the same today.
A moment now to check out the hometown Phils starting lineup. Danny, who stands out to you?
Well, one of their hotter hitters has been Carlos Santana. He's working on a 6-game hit streak right now. That's almost a week, so I expect to see his hot hitting continue.
Fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind. Popped him up. Prado is there. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
Batting third, second baseman.
Digging in the switch hitter, Cesar Hernandez. He drove in one of their 2 runs in last night's ball game. Here's the first pitch to him. Shack swing, but he makes contact and hits it out in front of the plate. And the throw just does beat him at the bag, so the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia. We are still scoreless. Here's Starlin Castro. A couple of hits for him in 4 trips to the plate last night.
Starlin.
Ready. Here's the first offering. Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball 1. A tough sinker on the inside corner. Slider clocked in the mid-80s there. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Breaking ball swung on in the dirt. The throw to first is in time, 1 down.
Time to take a look at the Philly D. And guys, the thing I want you to take a look at today is in today's game, the new age, everyone wants to move around. This manager does not like to shift a lot. Maybe a step to your right or left, but there's a lot of trust that the pitchers are going to execute. So let's see how it works out for them in this one.
The windup and the 0-1. A swing and a miss at a ball down.
Boy, so far early into this one, this guy's pitching really well. And I'm a big believer in body language. He's getting the ball. He's working really quick, keeping the ball down in the zone. And if you take a look at this guy so far early on, a lot of positive signs. He looks like he brought his good stuff in this one.
Grounded to third. Franco has it. Throw gets him. 2 down.
Batting sixth, the right fielder, number 32.
Ready now for the Marlins, Derek Dietrich. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. First pitch of the at-bat. Looks at a two-seamer right down the middle.
Well, that's a tough pitch to take right there, right down the middle. But I think that happens when you're facing a good pitcher like this guy. The last thing you're expecting is one right down the pipe, and unfortunately, he let that one go, and he'd like to have that.
Well, the left fielder's on it, and that retires the side. Miami down in order. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Rhys Hoskins. He'll start us out here in the home half of the second.
Rhys Hoskins.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Hit high and deep to right center. Melvin will back up and put this away for a long out, number 1.
All right, here's the defensive alignment for the Miami Marlins. Hey, let's focus on Cameron Melvin in the outfield. One of the more dynamic outfielders in our sport. He's able to cover a ton of ground, gap to gap. I almost feel like he's playing left center to right center. He's not playing center field. He's got it all covered, bailing the other guys out, and not shabby with the offensive tool either.
High in the air out towards shallow right. Dietrich has a beat on it, and that's the second out of the inning. Stepping up now, Cameron Rupp. Trying to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Line to the right side. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
You know, Dero, it's not always easy to hit in the day games. First 5 hitters, 5 up, 5 down. 6-hole hitter, though. He must have gotten a good night's sleep last night.
That's exactly where I was going, Dan. First 5 guys in the order looked like they were still asleep rolling out of bed. Those day games will creep up on you. 6-hole guy was locked and loaded.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike.
So far, this has been a very good outing for this guy. Listen, he doesn't have the best stuff, but what he needs to do, and he's doing it right now, throwing strikes early, trying to initiate a lot of contact. The more pitches that the hitters see off this guy, the better chance they have to go ahead and square something up. So he needs to continue to attack early and get some quick outs, attack the strike zone.
And we'll have to leave it there, as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Phillies strand 1. We'll move to the third with no score. The city's founder, William Penn, seen there at Top City Hall here in Philadelphia, as we welcome you back to Baseball on the Show. Martin Prado now. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off the third after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
Yeah, it's been a great start to the guy on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get to this guy before he really settles in.
1 ball, no strikes to count. The 1-0. Grounded to the right. Hernandez fields it cleanly. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third.
Left fielder, Scott Van Slyke.
Here's Scott Van Slyke. Comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And this is taken outside for ball 1. Marlins are still on the lookout for their first hit of the ball game. 2 balls and no strikes. A breaking ball taken at the knees for strike 1. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Hoskins comes on now and puts it away for the second out of the inning.
Batting ninth, The pitcher, number 61.
Coming to the plate now, the pitcher for the Marlins, Adam Conley. And Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey,
and a great job to stick with it as he's able to make the play for the 3rd out. Make it 9 straight here to start the ball game. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3, and we are tied 0-0. And that'll bring in J.P. Crawford.
Leading off for the Phillies, the shortstop, J.P. Crawford.
First pitch coming. Here it is. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Van Slyke is there. 1 down. So 1 gone now as we give you a look at where these two teams find themselves entering play in the National League's Eastern Division race. Next up will be the Phillies pitcher, Jake Arrieta. Here comes the first pitch. Hit down the third baseline. Prado is there. On to first, and very quickly 2 are gone here in the home 3rd.
Now batting, center fielder, Odubel Herrera.
Digging in to try it again, Odubel Herrera. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Now he starts to chase a pitch outside, and he can't pull the bat back in time. It's strike 1. Hit down the line at first. To his left, Bohr. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Phillies down on just 4 pitches. We'll head to the 4th. Still. Here's Cameron Maybin now. Back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
no doubt about that, man. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
Still all zeros in the run column here in the 4th inning. Dan, does this continue, or does somebody score here?
I think this continues for a while, Matt. Both of these pitchers are throwing very well, throwing strikes, having good command of their off-speed pitches. This is going to be one of those low-scoring affairs.
Down the third baseline. Well, this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Williams is under it. Makes the play. 1 away. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Miguel Rojas comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Grounded to first. Gloved by Santana, and he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
Now batting, the first baseman, Justin Bohr.
Riding in once again, Justin Bohr. This guy's still looking at a 0 in the hit column. Looks at a sinker on the outside corner. Oh, this at-bat is quickly moving from bad to worse. It's 0-2 now.
Man, that's another ugly swing right there. This team is just struggling so mightily to get on base. They've looked off balance all game.
Breaking pitch is swung on and hit fouled over to the right side. Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. And a slider called strike 3 as he couldn't pull the trigger, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Marlins. On to the bottom of the 4th now, still with no score. Up next will be Nick Williams. He popped out in his first trip.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
Rojas backs up a bit and he takes charge for the first out. Ready for another chance, Cesar Hernandez. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. First pitch on its way. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Maybin is there, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning. And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout. Here's the first pitch to him. Hit back. Oh, and that's off the second base bag. Barehanded by Castro. That's off to that one. Phillies down in order. Through 4. Still tied. 0-0. Digging in for his second at-bat, Starlin Castro. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
We're moving through the middle of this ball game right now. If they want to get things going, how about trying to get some base runners on, or at least get a base hit? They don't have any hits going into this part of the game.
Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. Count even now at 1-1. Now the 1-1 pitch. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2.
Hey, that was a nasty pitch right there. It's the depth of his sinker. Sometimes it's a matter of whether or not it's moving east-west, but that one right there had such good downward action. Great pitch.
Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Now a foul tip straight into the catcher's glove, and he's able to hang on to record the first out of the inning. Another strikeout for him on the mound, and boy, is it fun to watch him go about his business.
No doubt, Matty. He's one of my favorites, mostly because of his stuff. You know, he can absolutely dominate on any given day because of what he offers up there. It's just nasty. There aren't many hitters that like to see this guy on the mound.
Stepping in now, JT Realmuto. 0-1 the count. No runs, no hits, and no errors in the game for the Marlins. On the ground to third. Throw in time at first for out number 2. Still a little early to start talking about these things. There you go, right there. A big goose egg in that hit column, worth keeping in mind as we get later into the afternoon. Up next from Miami, Derek Dietrich. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. One and one now the count of the Marlins first baseman.
He still might be looking for that release point on that curveball early in this outing. That one looked like it popped out of his hand behind his ear instead of out front. We'll see if he finds that pitch because it'll be important for him.
The 1-2. Popped him up. Rupp is under it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. 15 up, 15 down to start the ball game. Last half of the 5th coming up, and we still have no score. So now Carlos Santana as we move past the halfway point in this one and begin the bottom of the 5th.
Carlos Santana.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Committed to that one a bit too soon as it locks him up for strike 1.
Two things pitchers really love: called strike threes and jamming hitters. How about that? Talk about that jam right there. That's about as good as it gets.
A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Obviously looking to pull the baseball right there, out in front on that off-speed pitch. This will be an interesting sequence right here to see if he slows him down even more or tries to run a heater by him.
The catch is made on the mound, and that's the first out. So coming to the plate, Cameron Rupp. He reached on a single in his first try. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And that one stayed too low, apparently. And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball 2.
He may be down 2-0 after those first 2 pitches in this AB, but those are pitches he can feel pretty good about. They didn't miss by a whole lot, so it's not like he's all over the place.
hard on the ground towards short. And there's out number 2.
Third baseman, number 7, Michael Franco.
So next to the plate for the Phils, Michael Franco. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Now the pitch. That's out to left. Does he have another 1-2-3 inning? He most certainly does. 10 straight he's retired now as that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia. 6th inning coming up. Still zip, zip. Digging in for his second at-bat, Martin Prado. He got on top of one and was a ground-out victim last time. Here comes the first pitch. A knee-high sinker, tough pitch, strike 1. Wouldn't bite on a good sinker that time that missed. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Breaking ball in for a strike. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. Hit back up the middle. And the Marlins had their first hit of the game. Throw into second. And he'll get in there safely.
Wow, I was starting to wonder if we had to go on no-hit alert, Dan. I know you were privy to that. 6th inning right here, they finally break through with their first hit of the game.
And you have to wonder, D-Row, this guy had been cruising all along going into this 6th inning. We'll see if he can be able to buckle down right here. The 6th and 7th innings are normally the toughest inning for a starting pitcher, so we'll see if he can minimize the damage now.
Now the 1-1 pitch. This one's down to third. Bronco fields it cleanly, and the throw to first is in time. 1 gone. Ready for another chance? Adam Conley. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Looks at a sinker on the outside corner. Just 1 hit apiece for both of these clubs. Soft liner to the right side. That's in there. Base hit. And the runner from second will stay put at third, so they're runners at the corners now with 1 away.
He came to play today, not just only on the bump right there. He's thrown the ball well, but on the offensive side of the ball, he's able to contribute and help this offense put itself in position to score some more runs.
Williams is under it. He makes the catch. Here comes the runner from third. And they're going to take a 1-0 lead as the run comes across to score.
Up next for the
Ready once again, Miguel Rojas. 0 for 2 on his line thus far. First pitch on its way. Takes a good curveball at the knees. Conley is off at first with 2 away. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now. 0-2.
That's back-to-back pitches taken for strikes. Puts himself in a...
Got him looking, and that'll do it. The inning is over. Marlins get 1 here on a couple of hits. We'll see 8, 9, and 1 due up in the bottom of inning number 6. The Marlins lead it 1-0. And that'll bring in J.P. Crawford to start things out in their half of the 6th as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that, quite frankly, has been non-existent to date.
No doubt about that. Now, they've been completely overmatched to this point. 1 hit through 5 innings. I mean, what else can you say about the pitching they faced other than it's been fantastic? We'll see if that continues as we approach the later inning.
Jake Arrieta.
Riding in once again, Jake Arrieta. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Here's the first pitch to him. Left side. Prado's up with it. Throw gets him. 2 down.
Up next for Philadelphia, center fielder Odubel.
Here's the center fielder, Odubel Herrera. He was a ground-out victim last time up. Now here's the pitch. Couldn't resist on that one, and he's behind 0-1.
Well, he's done a great job on the hill throughout this game, and it's something to be proud of anytime you can pitch a good game in this ballpark, especially when it's not your home ballpark.
A ball and a strike to the Phillies leadoff man. Now here's the pitch. A ball and 2 strikes. The count now with the bases empty and 2 away.
I mean, you look in the dugout right now, you see steam coming out of the hitting coach's ears. Somebody has to stay back and find a way to get a knock.
Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. Softly hit out towards short. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Phillies down in order. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score. Welcome back to Citizens Bank Park here in Philadelphia. It's on to the 7th inning with the Marlins on top, and it's a good time to check out our game summary through the first 6 innings of play. Ready for another shot now, Justin Bour. He'll start the 7th, and Dan, as a former pitcher yourself, you must be enjoying this. Lots of good pitching and defense today.
Oh, that's one of the keys. We're seeing a lot of strikes. We're seeing a lot of swings. We're seeing some great plays on defense. This has been a snappy one up to this point.
Fastball in there for a called strike.
Hey, we're moving into the later innings right here. This guy's continuing to pitch well with his first pitch strike percentage well over 60%. That's about league average so far, so he's right on point.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Very weakly on the ground.
When you have 2 strikes on you, as a hitter, if you get something that you can handle,
there's a swing and a drive, and everybody's just going to sit back and watch that one fly. A no doubt home run. It's a solo shot for Justin Bour. Home run number 3 here in the early going, and the Marlins have taken a 2-0 lead.
Well, this is something you don't see every day. It had the distance the second it left the bat, but it was anybody's guess whether it was going to be fair or foul. That is, until it clanked off the top of the foul pole. No question or controversy now. That's an impressive homer.
Here's Starlin Castro. As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Perhaps a little low there. It's 2-0.
We've seen him go down on strikes more than once in this game, so this has been a better approach by him at this at-bat. Much more patient, and he's gotten himself into a good hitter's count.
Popped him up. Hernandez is calling for it. 1 down.
Now batting, catcher.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, JT Realmuto. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Now time is called, and this could very well be to buy a few more pitches for those relievers. Here comes the first pitch. Missed with a slider. 2 runs, 3 hits, and no errors in the game for the Marlins. Slider, but that's below the knees, and it's 2-0.
2 tough sliders right there, but he was able to lay off him. Might have bought himself a fastball in this situation.
Went about halfway there, but it's a called strike regardless. The 2-1. Doesn't catch the outside corner. It's a ball.
He's had command of his pitches all day. Hasn't walked a soul. But we find ourselves in a 3-ball count here. Want to see how aggressive he gets in the zone.
3-2 now. 3-2 pitch. Back up the middle. And that finds its way through for a base hit.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dad. Sent it back right where it came from.
Here's the Philadelphia manager on his way out to the mound now. And a change is in the offing, as that'll be all for his starter this afternoon. So he'll wind up going 6 1/3, and he's kept his club in it to this point, though he cannot win the ball game.
Now pitching for the Phillies, number 75, Francisco Rodriguez.
Into the box now, Derek Dietrich. He'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Ball 1.
Look out, 1-1.
Ready with the 1-1. High in the air into shallow left center. Hoskins waits on it. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning. Trying to pick things up where he left off, Martin Prado. He hit a 2-bagger and later scored in his previous plate appearance. And no problem over there at first as he flags this one down to end the inning. One for the Marlins on the solo shot. Bottom of the 7th inning coming up. Get up and stretch. It's now 2-0 Miami. Up next will be Nick Williams. No hits for him to this point, not unlike many of his fellow teammates.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
Here's the first pitch to him. Fouled away. The windup and the 0-1. Lifted the other way to left center. Rojas waits on it. He's got it one away.
Up next for Philadelphia, second baseman.
Digging in once again, Cesar Hernandez. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. First pitch coming. Here it is. Fly ball out to right field. Castro over to his left. And he makes the catch for the second out.
Now batting, left fielder.
And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. First delivery to him on the way. And a changeup here misses off the corner to start him out. It's ball 1.
Boy, they've been just getting shut down right here. Been a while since they've even had a runner on. So I think it's time to start looking for ways to make some things happen. Drop a bunt, get up on the plate, something.
Count now, a ball and a strike. No contact there, and it's 1-2.
So far, this has been a terrific outing for this guy. Throwing well, keeping his pitches to a minimum, locating his fastball to both sides of the plate. Good command of the off.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia. They trail things here 2-0. Digging in to try it again, Scott Van Slyke. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. Not quite reaching 90 with the fastball, but it's 1-1 now. Hit hard on the ground towards second. To his left, Hernandez. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8. Now to the plate, the pitcher, Adam Conley. He steps in off a base hit in his last at-bat. 1-0 the count. Checks his swing, but this pitch is right there for strike one. Bases are empty, one man out. Swing and a line drive, but unfortunately right at the shortstop for the second out. Back to the top of the Miami lineup now, and stepping in, Cameron Maven. No hits to this point. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. Bases are empty here with two men out. High in the air out to center field. Herrera on the run. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Miami down in order, but they hold a 2-0 lead. Here's Carlos Santana now. We'll see what he can do leading off the home eight.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
And there's one down now.
Now batting, catcher, Cameron.
Digging in now for Philadelphia, Cameron Rupp. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. First pitch on its way. Liner toward right center. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit.
Dan, are you even concerned about that? You've been pitching out of a wind-up ball game, and now you have to go to the stretch.
It can be a concern sometimes, Ebro, but you try to, in between starts, to make sure that you throw enough pitches out of the stretch, and he's been out of the wind-up most of the game, so we'll see how he reacts here after this base hit.
Van Slyke is right there as he'll put it away without much problem for the second out. And that'll bring in J.P. Crawford. He's hitless in the game, as is much of the rest of his team. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Now here's a check swing. Did he go around is the question, and yes he did, says the man in blue. Strike one. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. And he's in front of a tight little slider that time.
You know, when a guy starts to get tired, you often see their breaking stuff start to flatten out, but that's not the case here. Still has really nice finish on that slider, as we just saw.
In the dirt, but swung on and missed. Realmuto recovers, and that ends the inning. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and one man left aboard. We've played 8. Ready now for the Marlins, Miguel Rojas. And to start out the inning, it looks like they've decided to stick with the same reliever out there, Dan.
They have, Matt. I think the way he pitched the last inning kind of inspired that. But it's not uncommon for relief pitchers to have troubles after they sit and watch their guys swing the bat a bit. We'll see if he stays as sharp as he was before.
Tommy Hunter enters from the pen to start the 9th inning, as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. He's set, and the pitch. Line toward the alley in left center, and he will reach down to pluck this one off his shoe top. So fine play there for the first out.
Jumped all over that first pitch of the inning, and he didn't miss it. Just wasn't able to steer it in a direction that resulted in a leadoff hit.
Justin Bour will stand in to try it again, already with one home run of the ball game, and on cue, here it was back in the 7th inning, a solo shot that provided quite a spark for these guys. Trying to get him to chase the cutter there. A ball and 2 strikes. Grounded up the first baseline. Santana's got it, and he'll step on first himself for the out. Here's Starlin Castro. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Here comes the first pitch. Takes a high fastball for a strike.
To me, getting ahead 0-1, it's the most important pitch in the game, Matty. It puts the hitter on the defensive. I can only think of myself being in the batter's box. When I'm sitting 1-0, I am all over the gas, or I am allowed the opportunity to sit on something without fearing going 1-1. When you're down 0-1, your head's on a swivel.
Now batting, catcher,
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Grounder down the line at third. 0-1. Here's the pitch. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. The 0-2 delivery. A ball and 2 strikes.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And he struck him out. So a good pitch there, and now they're going to need to string some hits together in this last at-bat if they want to get back in this thing. 1 left for Miami. They're up 2-0. Aaron Altair will be summoned to pinch hit here to start the bottom of the ninth. And remember, they need 2 to tie, 3 to win. So he's got his work cut out for him here. And that's cut on and missed. 0-1. His career numbers with Adam Conley, not great. He's 1 for 8. Hot shot on the ground is short. And the throw pulls the first baseman off the bag, and he'll reach it first.
Boy, this is an absolute gift for them, especially when they've had so much trouble getting anybody on base. So now the leadoff hitter is aboard and might be looking to run. They've got to do whatever they can to get some offense going.
So the Phillies batting order turns over and set to go. Odubel Herrera, who could really use a knock here, 0 for 3 in the game so far. First delivery to him on the way. The knee buckler, and he swings and misses at it.
I like that he used a curveball to get ahead there. That's a tough pitch to hit in this lefty-lefty matchup. So if you can get it over the plate on the first pitch, it can be pretty effective.
Here's the 0-1. And there's one well above the zone for a ball.
And the reason he's working away so much here is because he's got that big hole on the right side of the infield to worry about. With the first baseman holding the runner on, it's always smart to pitch into the defense you have behind you.
Here's Castro for 1. On to first, but no, not in time, as he really took a tumble at second base, letting go of that ball.
Well, that's usually a pretty tough turn at second when you're going around the horn. And I think he knew he was going to get taken out, so that was a good job to take the blow, get the out, and eat the throw.
Up next will be Nick Williams as he rips it on the ground to second. Castro has it. There's 1, but they won't get 2 as he beats the relay to first.
The batter,
Digging in the switch hitter, Cesar Hernandez. And Dan, what's the plan of attack here for the guy on the mound?
Well, I think they have to go right after him. He's pretty unlikely to take you deep, but if you allow him to get on base, the chances of him scoring and tying this game become a lot greater.
And that'll get down for a base hit. So now they'll have runners on the corners with 2 away.
Nice AB right there. 2-out single in the ninth. You put yourself in a position to be the tying run. Now you have your boy coming up behind you, the winning run at the plate. Start loosening up the water cooler lids. We could have a walk-off.
And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins. And his guys are looking to erase that donut on the scoreboard with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, Matt, they've been really shut down so far in this one. They've had runners on base, but haven't been able to string anything together.
Ball 1 to start the at-bat. Now it's swinging a ground ball. This should do it. Throw to first is going to be in time to take care of him, and the Marlins have taken the rubber match of this 3-game set as this ball game is over.
Yeah, and we knew he was in a groove from the first inning, and he just kept this thing rolling and rolling and rolling. They couldn't get anything going against him. A dominant performance with a complete game shutout.
A 2-0 finish today. Miami rode an important 6th inning to victory in this one. Adam Conley gets the win on the mound, his first of the year, and it's a dandy, a complete game, 3-hit performance. Jake Arrieta pitched well, allowing only 2 earned, but ends up taking the loss. So that'll just about do it for us this afternoon. Thanks to Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show.